Depending on who you ask, they'll tell you I'm a legend. From YO to the Veil to the Mongo spot on Creston. Always been 1,000, never ever been a lame. Lay a nigga down for these 3 letters on my chain.
Yo, what's happening? This is your boy J Hood and all that, and I'm right back at y'all with another episode of the Tales from the Hood vlog series, man. Stream or download my brand new project entitled Self. Snatch up the Pesci trilogy 1 through 3. Grab up that Best of Hood flashbacks from the block and stream or download that What If single, man, from Spotify, Google Play, or Apple Music, or wherever you get your music from. Just make sure you go stream and pick that up. What If, all right? Look, let's get into it. On this episode, we're going to speak about the time that I hung out with Daddy Yankee, all right? Now, for those that don't know who Daddy Yankee is, go do some research, man. Google's your friend, bro. You know what I mean? Daddy Yankee is like the Hove of the reggaeton world. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes during the 2000s, you know, I was hanging out, you know, with my guys from the Bronx, my Dominican and Puerto Rican dudes and shit. You feel me? They were real tight with Daddy Yankee. Daddy Yankee used to come to the block and all that shit, and you know, kick it with niggas. So, around the first time that they introduced Yankee and I to one another, you know, to my surprise, I didn't know the nigga knew who I was. You know what I mean? Like, but the nigga, he was like, "Oh shit, J.O., what's good, man?" Like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Yo, this nigga know who I am? That shit crazy." So the nigga had a show that night, right? So we all talking about going to the show, but before the show, we ended up going to get something to eat. So he was with his manager. Now he didn't speak like, his English wasn't like amazing. You know what I mean? Like he spoke English, but it wasn't that great. You feel me? Anyway, he was with his manager and shit. You know, he invited me to go out to eat with him and his manager. It was me, my bro Stick, him and his manager and shit. We went out to eat on, it was, I forgot the name of the restaurant, but it was on Kingsbridge in the Bronx, right? So we went there, we chopping it up, we eating and all that. He let me order whatever I wanted to order. Actually, he suggested something, right? So the shit that he suggested, I ordered it. So we all sitting there eating. And, you know, he just asking me different questions about, you know, D-Block and shit. And he like, "Yo, man, you and Jada are my favorites." It was either me and Jada or me and P, but I think he said me and Jada. He was like, "You and Jada are my favorites out the group, man. Like, yo, that shit is hard y'all be doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, that shit dope." And I was just totally blown away at the fact that, like I said, that he knew who the fuck I was and that he was up on D-Block shit like that. I'm like, okay. I definitely would have never, like, guessed that. You feel me? So, like I said, he chopping it up with me. My bro Stick is right there. His manager there. So we all chopping it up. After we finished eating, we went back around the block. He ended up going back to his hotel and shit, and we ended up getting back up with him later on that night. And I forgot what the show was. I think it was like Queens or something like that. Maybe Queens or Manhattan. Anyway, nonetheless, we ended up going to the show. Now, I did shows before. I didn't, you know, been to goddamn damn near all states in America. I done been overseas. I done did all type of shit. So I done seen shows. And I could tell you right now, these rap shows ain't nothing like these reggaeton shows, man. This nigga, we on stage with this nigga, right? Man, these bitches was going crazy. When I say crazy, that's an understatement, man. Like, they going bananas. I'm front row right there with him on stage, too. So whoever he with, them bitches going bananas over. You know what I mean? Them bitches trying to grab a nigga chain. They trying to grab my chain. They fucking touching on me. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't no new shit. But the way they was going nuts, it was just bananas. I'm like, yo, this shit crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? He shouted me out and all that. People, half them bitches ain't speak no English and shit. That shit was crazy as hell, man. I never forget that. You know what I mean? And like I said, I was the fact that he knew who a nigga was and he knew the camp where a nigga came from, that shit was big to me. You feel me? And I never forgot that. So shout to Yankee. Definitely a good dude, stand-up guy. And you know, like always, I needed to share that with y'all because that's what we do on Tales from the Hood. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, check out my last one, check out the next one. Follow me on Instagram @RealJHood, and until next time.